Hi, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Books and Beaches. So, it has been a while since I have filmed a book haul. I am pretty sure I looked at my last one and it was back in July. And I didn't realize it had been that long. And I hadn't really put myself on a book buying ban, but I've consciously thought about the fact that I have so many books behind me and they need to get read. But I can't help myself. So this is, or they should say, these are books that I have hauled the last couple months, whether I picked them up at a bookstore, book sales, book of the month, you name it, they have come into my house. So it is the first Friday after the first week of school, so hopefully I won't get too tongue-tied. It was quite the day today, but I figured it was time to go through a bunch of these. So let's go ahead and get started. These first couple are going to be some that I think were from my book of the month box last month, so in August. And that first one I picked up was Just Another Missing Person by Gillian McAllister. I think I just finished, well, my video had gone up that her other book is the one that ended up for my scavenger hunt, but I knew I wanted to pick up this one as well. So I'll be reading that one before this one, but had to have that one. This book, I think, was the only book I ended up purchasing or wanting to purchase after attending the BookTube Besties summer retreat, and that was The Wishing Game, and this is by Meg Shaffer. Everybody was reading this during the retreat. I felt like I was one of the only ones that wasn't, and so I added it to my book of the month box last month to eventually pick it up because everybody was raving about it that weekend. And then I think finally in that box I threw Lisa Jewell's None of This Is True. I want to say this is a podcast element, so more than likely I'll end up doing the audiobook along with this one, but I can't remember for sure. And I'm sure if I looked it up in here, it would, oh yeah, famous podcasters in the very first sentence. Duh, Amber. So I will probably be listening to this one on audio, but I like to have books on my shelf, especially because I share out my books. So these next couple in here, or at least these two that I see on top here, I'm sure I'm missing one, came from raiding Lindsay at Lindsay's Little Library in person, her bookshelves. She was getting rid of a bunch of books. Some of them were duplicates, whatnot, so she told us to stop over after book club one night and go through. So I know these first two for sure are from there. First one being The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. So I'm a sucker for a good thriller, and this one actually says it's a soon-to-be major motion picture. And oh yeah, here's why. It said, the very back said, better than Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl. So I was like, okay. So I added that one to my pile from Lindsay. And then this one must have been one that she got from the library because it's got the plasticky cover, which I secretly love. And that is The Other Misses by Mary Kubica. I always say it wrong. Which is also, I guess, coming to Netflix. So, but I love that good crack. I don't know what it is about it, if it's like childhood or whatnot, but I love that from the library. So took that one from her. And I think somewhere in this pile there's a few others from her, but I decided I needed to create bins for when I'm bringing in books so that I can remember to book haul them. And so I kind of just threw everything in this bin. So these next couple I picked up half price books, which I know there's one local to me. I know there are chains, but they're not everywhere. Over Labor Day weekend, they had 20% off your entire purchase, so hit them up for sure. So I picked up Thicker Than Water by Megan Collins. I think this just came out because I remember talking about it recently in one of my like new releases videos. So grabbed that one, and it looks like absolutely brand new. So we'll be picking that up. One that I know is getting hit or miss praise online, that is The Block Party by Jamie Day. I know this one also just came out because I do remember talking about this one. And Ellen Hildebrand blurbs it on the front, so picked that up. And oh, this one was on clearance, and I actually just told Audrey this is all of her fault, and some of these I picked up because of her. But this book was $3 plus 20% off, and that is Ragdoll by Daniel Cole. And I know Audrey has raved about this several times, so I picked that one up. And there was just like, there's a ding on the top here, but for less than $3, I said I will take it. And I think there's one more in here. Let me just see here. Oh yeah, this is one more that came from Lindsay. This is Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. I have never read this. I have read something else by Bryan Stevenson. Now I can't remember. But this has always been on my TBR list, so I grabbed that from her. This one I think I won on Goodreads in a Goodreads giveaway. I'm almost positive. And this is Alias Emma by Ava Glass. And I think the second one in this series is coming out soon. So secret agent, basic training, and yeah, I don't know, a lot to it. So, but it sounded interesting, and I am a sucker for a Goodreads giveaway. I am known to enter a lot of them. So this was my one really exciting pre-order for the month of August, and part of me is kicking myself that I didn't pre-order it from Barnes & Noble, but I settled for the Amazon version because it was easier, and that is the Brothers Hawthorne, which is the 4th book, I believe now, in the Inheritance Game series, but the Barnes & Noble cover is purple, and it is gorgeous. I think the other ones are red, green, and blue. So black is one of my favorite colors, so I will take it, but the purple cover is really awesome. So, but I think actually, yeah, the inside is purple. So, but the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition has the purple cover. So anyway, can't wait to pick that one up. I love that series. Another one I know I picked up at half price was Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. This is another one that I told Audrey, I was like, this is all your fault, because I keep hearing her talk about Catherine Ryan Howard. And the one thing I noticed, this book is heavy. Like, it is not any thicker than any of the other books I'm hauling today. So I don't know if it's the page and paper quality or what it is, but this is one of the heaviest books I've bought in a long time. So there's that. And let's see. Now I can't remember what came from where, so it really doesn't matter. I'm just hauling the books. One that I've heard talked about, and I know I talked about in my new releases video, is A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. This talks about a toxic relationship, and been there, done that. So won't say any more than that, but I saw it, this must have been half price, and said, yep, definitely want to have that. And I've read something else by Samantha Downing. Now I can't remember what it was. For Your Own Good. And I remember enjoying it because it's sitting right up here. So wanted to pick that one up. My Book of the Month choices for September just came in time for this video. So one I picked up, I think this was an add-on, and this is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. I've heard really good things about this one so far. So had to pick that one up because who can turn down like a $10 Book of the Month hardcover brand new book. And then my choice for September probably comes as no surprise, and that is The Stranger Upstairs, and this is by Lisa M. Matlin. I think this is a debut, if I'm remembering correctly, and this cover is just stunning. So, but you can almost bet if I'm going to pick a book from Book of the Month, it's probably going to be the thriller choice. Maybe historical fiction, but, or just the popular author. I am that Book of the Month subscriber. So, and then the final two, I had $5 at Barnes & Noble because Barnes & Noble has the new reward program that, there's the mailman, apartment living everybody. Barnes & Noble has the new reward program for like whatever, every $5 you spend you get points, and then once you get to 10 I think it's $5. Anyway, so I said, okay, I know I have that, let's go spend it. And these are books that I have been wanting to get my hands on, and I couldn't find them at any of like my normal like thrifting places. So this one is Alice Feeney's Good Bad Girl. Really looking forward to this. I've loved everything I've read by Alice Feeney so far, so I wanted to pick this one up. And this one, they found this copy in the back for me, and it was the last copy in store, so I was pretty darn excited. And then the very last book that I have in this haul, and I feel like I am missing some of my new books, but who only knows. And this one, once again, I think I'm going to blame Audrey, but I have seen a lot of people talking about it online, and that is I Am Not Done With You Yet by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I have read other things by her, but this, I can't say I've read anything in the thriller genre, and I'm wondering if this is her first one. I should know this answer. This could be her first thriller. So I have read the Dial A for Auntie series. I think there's 2. She's coming out with a 3rd one. And I've read 1 or 2 of her YA books, but I believe Audrey told me this one was like psychological thriller, maybe serial killer. Now I don't remember, but she said it was fantastic. So I knew I had to pick that one up. So that is everything that I have picked up since the month of July, when I last did one of my book hauls. So what are things that you have picked up recently? Clearly, I don't necessarily need to add anything to my TBR, but let's face it, I love adding books to my TBR. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Book buying and book reading are 2 very different hobbies, but if you have any recommendations, feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.